So I'm out here in Mandeville at a cemetery called Tom Spell Memorial Cemetery. It was established in 1755. I'm not exactly sure how many people are interred here or buried into the ground wise. There are some crypts and whatnot, but I did an initial walkthrough. I wanted to see what was here and whatnot before I ended up making the video. And hey, let's just do a quick walkthrough of a cemetery. I did find some interesting finds. Then I did TikTok videos and all that type of stuff. Anyways, let's just get into the video so you can see what I'm talking about. And like I said, we're gonna do a little tour of the cemetery. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. So as you can tell, most of them are just modern graves. I'm not gonna show you every single person that is buried here. It would just take way too long, but I do want to point out a couple interesting things that I found along the way. This right here is the first one. See spell fam. Not too sure what that really means. If that's a grave marker or if that's just like a mark that somebody placed down. So we're coming across the first really interesting thing. Tom Spell Sr., native of SC, whatever that means, died in 1815. And it looks like somebody left him a cross there. And here is Mr. Tom Spell's Senior's grave. As you can tell, a lot of bricks are just piled up on there. Just like this. Gotta watch out where I'm stepping. There's a big tree trunk or something right here. And like I said before in the past, Louisiana buries their dead above ground because of the water levels. And a lot of the water... Okay, person, trying to make a video and you're over there just screeching your car. But a lot of the water levels are so low that when you bury the dead in the ground, they come right back up. When you have like a hurricane or something on the lines of that. And water tables are obviously low. That's if you're new to my channel and new to seeing stuff like this. Shoot, I really need to watch out where I'm stepping. Limbs all over the place. Here's another one. They just put tin on top of it. And I'll peek inside there just a little bit so you can see what it looks like inside. I didn't see anything spooky that I know of. But that's what it looks like inside of the crypt. It's fascinating. But I don't understand why you would want to put this for a top. The whole thing on the whole thing is brick wise. Oh, here's his headstone up here. Age 20 years old. I can't even read the name. And I guess I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you need to watch out when you come to some cemeteries because I have stuff like this in the way that you may end up tripping on. This one is just pretty much caving in and gone for most parts. You can clearly see inside this entire entombment. You can see all the bricks. Circle around a little bit. You might as well just dismantle this one at that point, or at this point. Here we go. Phillips A. I don't want to butcher that. But he was born 1875 and died in 1940. Not that old, to be honest. Not really that old. We'll get over there in 1 second because it's kind of awkward. I mean, kind of weird how they did something like that. But before we go there, like I said, I want to show you this. Joseph Sharp. He was born 1794, died in 1866. And then right here it says War 1812 veteran. Let me get closer up. U.S. veteran. My apologies. This is the oldest grave that I'm seeing so far at the cemetery. And then look at this one. Nature has really taken over. I mean, it looks pretty cool in my opinion, but still I could see why some people would want it cleaned up. And then you got these old gates right here. My guess is there was or there is somebody buried here at one point. Don't know exactly though, but here's somebody else. It's a Virginia B. Sharp, born July 24th, 1834. And died July 17th, 1888. It's like a house style tomb. And then as we walk over here, these are more like my favorite type of graves. Just because they add more character to it, and you can see that they put more time and thought into it based on the fence around it. I mean, it's probably just because it's a plot, mainly that's why, but still, it's pretty unique in my opinion. You can see nature has taken over here as well. It's starting to decay, getting old, needs a new fresh of paint. Take a peek at this one. That headstone is completely, oh okay, it's right there. It's August, but when I point my camera down, it's buried into the ground. April 30th, I don't know who, born April 30th, but he must have died sometime in August from what I see on the top of the headstone. This one also has a fence around it. As I go further to the left of me, these are more modern graves. People that pretty much have passed on earlier. Some in the 80s, 90s, obviously 2000s. Oh, here we go. Thomas D. Sharp, Louisiana Captain, 306 Base Unit, AAF, World War II, November 11th, 1901, all the way to February 26th, 1961. Thank you for your service, my man, in Louisiana. So let's take a walk back here. And this cemetery is not that big. We're actually at the very back of it, and this is pretty much all that's left. It's well maintained, And I've noticed that some of the sticks, I mean, I noticed a lot of maintaining going on at this cemetery, which is a good sign. They're putting sticks in corners, and at least they're doing whatever they're doing with that. Whatever they're doing with that, if I can get my words out. But as we come back here, maybe they'll expand again in the future. I don't know, but I don't know if that's a part of the property or not. Blue tarps, or a blue tarp. It's got sand underneath it. I'll show you. I got a shovel there. How scary would it be though if something else was under there? Just take a look in the distance at all the graves. People that once lived on this earth before me and you. Maybe before my time, maybe during my time. It really shows you how short life really is. Normally I would show a lot of people's names, but I just wanted to point out a few because I found a couple things interesting here. And if you like cemetery tours, subscribe to my channel. I do them every once in a while. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this. See how all the bricks are lined up? Let me stop for a second so you can actually take a look at it. This whole section is just nothing but bricks on bricks. As I pan the camera over slowly for you. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name right there. S-C-H-O-U-L-T-Z. August G. Julia Phillips. Both born in early 1800s, died in early 1800s and 1900s. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy cemetery tours, like this one for example, I do them every once in a while throughout the states. If you also like abandoned historical places, roadside attractions, anything that finds my interest, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on my socials, they'll be in the video description down below. As always, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next upload.